Hello again, everyone, and welcome to American Idioms Part 20. This is the 20th video in my American Idioms series, and like the others, I'll be presenting 5 idioms to you, numbered 96 to 100. But first, I'll give you the chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll explain them to you using additional examples to help you to understand them better. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 96. And the example is, after dating for more than 6 years, my friends Arnold and Abigail will finally tie the knot next week. Can you guess the meaning? Did you guess B, to get married? If you did, you are correct, and that's what to tie the knot means. In our example, this is what happened after the friends of this person were dating for 6 years. They finally got married. They finally tied the knot. Here's another example. My sister and her boyfriend got engaged last night, but they haven't announced when they plan on tying the knot. So they just got engaged, but they still haven't planned when they're going to get married. When they're going to tie the knot. That's what it means. All right, number 97. And the example is, most of our new employees are still wet behind the ears and need a lot of training before we give them any responsibility. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, to be inexperienced, usually someone very young. And in our example, this is exactly what this person is talking about. The new employees were very inexperienced. All right? They probably were young too. That's how this is usually used, with an inexperienced young person. I know it's hard to get the context, the meaning from this context, but that's what it usually means. So here's another example. Our waitress did a nice job with our order at the restaurant last night, even though it was obvious that she was still wet behind the ears. So in this example, the waitress was probably very young and very inexperienced, and the person could probably tell that she was. So he said that she was wet behind the ears. All right. Even though she was wet behind the ears, she still did a nice job. All right, number 98. And the example is, our bank left us high and dry by rejecting our home loan application. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, to put someone in a very difficult position, and that's exactly what the bank did here. The bank rejected this person's loan application and left them in a very difficult position. Maybe they wanted to buy their home, and the bank said, no, we're not going to give you the loan. So they left them high and dry. That's how it's usually used. Here's another example. Their company left them high and dry when it went bankrupt during the recession last year. So in this case, the company left the employees in a very bad position by going bankrupt, especially during a recession. All right, so that's what to leave someone high and dry means. To leave them in a bad, or let's say very difficult position. Okay, here's number 99. And the example is, for some reason, my company kept me out of the loop when they hired new employees for my current project. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is A, to not have knowledge that a particular group has. And that's what happened in our example. The company did not include this person when they hired the new employees for his project. So he was trying to figure this out. Why didn't they include me? So he was kept out of the loop. Got it? All right, here's another example. We tried to keep our boss out of the loop about our plans to go on strike, but he found out about it anyway. In this case, the employees here were trying to plan a strike, and they didn't want the boss to find out, so they kept him out of the loop. All right? Well, they thought they did, but he found out about it even though he was out of the loop. Got it? All right, here's the final idiom, number 100. And the example is, our teacher is very strict, so you'll be treading on thin ice if you hand in your homework assignment late again. Can you guess the meaning? Did you guess C, to be in a very dangerous position or situation? If you did, you are correct. And that's what happened in our example. The person was warning this other person about not handing in the homework assignment on time. It seems like from the example, the person was always doing this. They were always handing in their homework late. But if they did it one more time, they were going to be in danger or be in a very bad position. And that's what treading on thin ice means. There's also many variations of this, to skate on thin ice or to walk on thin ice, but they all mean to be in a dangerous position. Here's another example. My boss told me that I was treading on thin ice after I missed our weekly meeting for the third time. Now, in this case, the person probably was doing this very often. In this case, 3 times he missed this meeting. So the boss was saying, well, if you miss one more, you're going to be in danger, probably to be fired, something like that. So to tread on thin ice means to be in danger. Got it? That's all for this video. There'll be more videos coming, and in the meantime, why don't you take the challenge and try to use one of these idioms in the comment section, okay? And do one more thing, keep practicing! See you next time.